Right, good morning and welcome back to another crane crazy video here on YouTube. Yes, this morning it's very windy, so yeah, won't be bothering climbing the cranes today. I've already seen that the wind speed's hovering around 65 mile an hour, so we ain't even got a climb today. So yeah, there's the cranes just here. So this one's mine. If you don't already know, the tall one here, 65 metres, the same height as the Pepsi Max big one in Blackpool. So yeah, we're not got a climb today. I don't think so. It is forecast really strong winds, especially in the south of the UK today. There'll be signs going for it as well. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but now we've got these buildings in the way, it doesn't feel as bad as what it should be. You can hear it, and yeah, the clouds. So what will happen today is I'll go in, get a coffee, might even show you some of the lads who I'm working with. We'll hang around for a bit, I'll get my timesheet signed and my crane checks signed off, and then get them sent away, which I do every Monday morning. And then if there's nothing to do, if they allow us to go early, I'll probably end up going to Heathrow, which is what I normally do when I wind off. Even if I didn't have the channel, I didn't tell you what I do on, you know, I'm a pretty, you know, I'm a proper geek when it comes to stuff like that. Or I could go into London itself, city centre. I've got my other jacket under here. I'm going to get a locker today from site. Lockers a £10 deposit for a locker, so yeah, I've not bothered. So I've got my hard hat and my jacket here, so if I do go early, I'll stick everything in a locker. I might even go into the city centre, just do a bit of crane spotting, get some pictures, put some pictures up on as well. Yeah, it is pretty dangerous. I have actually seen a crane fall over in the wind a good 5 years ago now, maybe even longer than that. And we had this massive storm in the UK where the wind speed was up to 90 mile an hour. It was on the way to work, and we'd stopped, and I looked at this crane, and the jib and the block and everything was all swinging around pretty bad. And the next minute the jib actually fell off, and what can happen with that is the result of that is having the brakes left on of the crane. So the cranes are all in free slew, but that's the direction of the wind's going. So wherever you come in the morning, you see which direction the crane's pointing, that's the direction the wind's blowing. So if you don't have it in free slew and you've got the brakes on and it's sat there, it'll just wobble and bend until it gives way. So you've got to be careful. So Friday night, I knew the weather was going to be bad today, made sure everything was all checked out and secure and everything like that. But you know, it's what it is really. Got to do your daily checks and stuff anyway. So yeah, let's get in. I'll probably see you some of the lads, or show you some of the lads, should I say. Good morning. Alright, so it's actually not that often that we actually get a proper canteen on a building site. Yeah, some of it's normally just like a microwave and a kettle and some tables and stuff. Can I have a latte, please? So yeah, but they do like really good coffees here as well. It's really nice. The other lady that normally works here, she did like a little love heart. Yeah, hello. Hello. You're on it now. You have to subscribe to the channel. So yeah, this is what we do. It's seriously, it can get quite boring sometimes, especially if you wind off. Like, I mean, there's a lot of sites that will actually make you stay until the end of the day, because obviously we get paid. If we do get winded off, it's not our fault that we can't work. Same if it's raining and you know, things like that. If the lads can't work on site and we're just up the crane, you know, it's just the way it is. But yeah, sitting around a canteen all day, but it's very safety conscious. There's a lot of sites that would make you work in the wind. You know, normally if I was on my own, I probably would have gone up and had a look at the crane and, you know, made sure it was all right and stayed up there an hour or so and then come back down again. But you know, it's really bad. So it's making a nice brew here. Oh yeah, she's here, she's here. You're on it now, look.
Hello.
Hello. This is the lovely lady that does the really nice coffees. So yeah, can I have some toast as well, please?
Of course.
With marmalade? You do marmalade?
Let me check.
Honey? Honey would be nice.
Orange marmalade or?
Yeah, orange marmalade, please.
I don't think so.
Here's me brew, nice latte, steamed milk and all that. No, I do like, I did tell them, well actually I might buy my own. The syrups you can get, she's just looking in the cupboard now for condiments. What was that? Don't know what it was. Yeah, I was got to buy my own moaning coffee syrups and bring them in, so you can stick it behind here for when I don't often actually come in the canteen. I'll come to work and I'll get here just enough time to maybe get a coffee and have the toilet, make sure I need to go to the toilet before I go up, and then I'll just go up the crane. Like this morning, I know I have mentioned about toilet training and stuff like that, but I must have eaten something dodgy over the weekend. I was on the toilet for about an hour, nearly, seriously. I couldn't get off it, not like you wanted to hear that. And yeah, toilets, if I need to go for a wee, I just wee in a bottle, an empty bottle, make sure there's plenty of bottles up the crane, and if I really need to go for a number 2 when I'll walk the crane, I'll just come back down. So, happy days. Cheers. Right, I'll go and show you some of the lads. They're all sat over there behind me now. So you've got Vinny. Hey, Shad. He's the crane supervisor. Yo. What was your name again? What was your name again, bruv? Alfie. And then you got the other driver, Tony. He's I think he's listening to something. Or you on the phone? Yeah, he's on the phone. Yeah. Hey. So you're on it now. You're famous. I can't believe everyone who subscribed. And then I know this is probably not what you wanted to click on. Me waiting for toast. But yeah, I can come out here actually and show you the site. Oh, it's proper bad. Oh my god, there's my crane just up there, bouncing around. So what I'll do is in a minute, I'll go out and get some footage. I could even set up the GoPro just to point up and do a time lapse of the cranes moving and that sort of thing. But yeah, this is the building, so yeah, this is how you build stuff. It's a concrete column here with rebar inside it, and then we come with a concrete skip and pour it, and there you go. That's a building. So, well, these you call your tables or your decking, and then you put the steel on the top of that, and then you pour it, and then yeah. But there's a balcony up on the top of here as well. Pretty cool. Oh, she's there. Still waiting for me toast. But yeah, there's all sorts of stuff in here. Yeah, alright. Yeah, all your teas and stuff, and yeah, price lists for stuff on here as well. I've heard of people going to canteens on sites and having a full breakfast for £1.50. So they do egg on toast here. Where's the set meal? It's there. Set 1, egg, 2 bacon, 1 sausage, beans, 2 slices of bread, £5.50. I've been on some expensive canteen sites though before, like, yeah, so sometimes you could just go off site, go to a Starbucks. There's a really nice coffee shop next to the train station just here as well, Kew Bridge station, so. Cheers. Oh, I tell you what, that's a mean looking bit of toast, is that? They treat you well in here, thank you. It's cost me £3.30 for freshly ground latte and 2 slices of toast with marmalade on. Happy days. Right, I'll grab my stuff and we'll walk over there and sit down. Very nice. Yes, brother. Yes, I've got my toast. The lad is hiding under his hat now. There's Vinny. So this is TC1 driver. And yeah, do you want to sort of explain how you got into cranes and anything like that?
Oh, it's been 2014, and since I stepped up with Falcon, I never left.
Happy days, there you go. And where are you from again?
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, so yeah, it's come a long way to operate a crane in the UK. Yeah, you've been doing it a while, haven't you now?
Yeah, it's about 11 years.
11 years experience, yeah. So he's on the smaller crane on the other side, but it's going higher, so we might get that in. I might come and film that.
Go 65 meters,
yeah. Will you are you doing it? Are you doing the climb, or will it be the boys doing it?
I'll do the climb.
You'll do it. Happy days. My 17 years, I've never done it. Have you done a climb before? When you've climbed the crane?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never done that. Basically what they do is they put a big cage on the side of the crane, and then they counterbalance the crane, and then they basically pick up another section with the tower crane, drop it onto this cage, and then they wheel it in, jack the crane up, push it in, and then put the crane back down so the crane gets jacked up. So
I don't think we're gonna be doing it. That's gonna be by the erection team because it's gonna be done by the weekend. So we're not gonna be doing
it. They'll do it on the week. I'll come in on the weekend. Come on me day off. And then you got the other two lads here.
Hello.
Alfie, yeah. And you're from
Eritrea.
where?
Eritrea, from Africa.
East Africa, and yeah, he don't want it. He don't want to know. He don't want to know. He's too famous already.
He's too shy.
Yeah, too shy. And then you got Tony, the other driver here,
Tony.
from Nigeria.
Yeah,
Nigeria. So yeah, some good bunch of lads in here. And then obviously you got the other lifting team, your slingers and stuff like that outside. They're probably all having a cigarette or something out there, chilling out for the moment. But yeah, I'll have my toast, and yeah, these are the boys I'm working with basically. Right, so I hope you enjoyed that time lapse of the cranes there, a bit of music on, something very nice. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you this outside. But firstly, yeah, the wind speeds, they're up there. It's getting up to like 70 odd mile an hour. It's pretty bad, so we aren't even climbing today. And I think the manager said we could go early as well, which is happy days. You alright, dude? Yeah, this is pictures of the building site actually. So a lot of people have been asking, how do we put the tower cranes up? Right, well I can show you, illustrated by this lovely picture here. Right, so this is what you call a mobile crane. So this is set up, you'll see these driving around the roads and stuff like that. And yeah, it basically sets up in an area. It's already on like a nice foundation. You put the pads down, put the arms out, it extends, then it raises off the ground level, and then you've got the boom at the top that goes up and down. So they're obviously the one that put my crane up, which is sat here. I'll probably zoom in on this one for you. Yeah, so the crane that would put my crane up was a lot bigger than that one. There's another picture of a different position here with a crane. So this is obviously the tower crane's not here, so they used a mobile to do a few lifts around this area. That's where the other two tower cranes are. And this is what we're building down here. Yeah, so you can see in this picture here, this is the bit I'm doing here, and it looks really nice. It's going up about 14 floors, I think. There's a middle section and the bit that Vinny's doing. It's going up 18 floors, so he's got the highest point of the building site. I think it's this one here. It's going up 18 floors. So yeah, that's basically how you put a crane up. There is another picture over there, but it's like a schematic drawing of the mobile crane that's set up mine. In fact, I'll just walk over and show you. But this is like a nice area they've got here on the site for when you walk in. Toilets are just here, and what you call a drying room. So if you've got wet gear and stuff, you can dry your clothes. But yeah, this is the picture of the schematic of putting my crane up. So before every crane actually goes up, our company actually come up with the plans. They'll do a site visit and plan out where the crane's going, and they come up with these drawings with the actual crane that they've actually asked for to hire. So mine's a saddle, 35-metre jib on it, 65 metres high. It's got all the weights and counterbalance, and each section's got its different heights as well. And the main boom of the crane if I can figure it out, 65 meters. So yeah, so this is the mobile. That's how you put a tower crane up. The mobile sets up, picks up all the pieces, all the sections of the crane come up on wagons, and then they just slot it together. It's just like a giant Lego set basically. It's really cool. Got all your safety information and stuff on here as well, showing you how to sling the loads correctly and all that sort of stuff. Gas cages for bottles and how you pick up the stairs and the cages. One thing I've not actually told you before as well, these metal cages that you see, they're all handmade. They're not made off site anyway. They actually make them on site using like tie wire and stuff. It's a very skillful job to do something like that. It really is. But yeah, all the operational lift plans are all set in place. We've got to do obviously a method statement, risk assessments and all that sort of stuff. Obviously that stuff I have to show you off camera, because it's you got to go in the office and sign stuff for that, but everything's all lift planned and method statements for everything we do. So yeah, that's the site really. Yeah, really nice. Potting some plants over there. Right, so I've just left site. They've allowed us to go. There's no point staying and hanging around, which is what we would normally do on sites, or even if it's not this windy, we'd obviously be up. I'm getting blown over here. We'd normally be up the cranes and just monitoring it and seeing what the wind speed's like, but it's so bad at the moment. The last job I was on, or the last big job that I was on, like I said, I've got this app I did show you before called Wind Crane. Just get my phone up. And the last time I looked, the tallest crane there blew 82.9 mile an hour, so that's pretty strong. Like, our wind off speed is 38 mile an hour. That's the maximum we can actually potentially work the crane in the wind, but it's normally, as I said before, driver's discretion. So you think it's not safe to work in the wind, you don't have to. The site can't make you work in the wind or even be here on site, because there's nothing to do. You know, we're not qualified to do anything else other than climb a crane and operate a crane. That's what we're here for. So what we've got to do is the plan. I would normally go to Heathrow, sit in the car and watch the planes coming and landing and watching them, you know, struggling in the wind. There's actually a museum just up the road here as well in Brentford, a steam museum, so I could do that, but that's not sort of critical or relevant for the channel, should I say. So what I've got to do is I've got to jump on a train at Kew Bridge just down here, and I've had a look and it terminates at Waterloo in London. So I'm going to get off and I'm going to film what I can see on the way. Obviously crane related, like there won't be anyone working in this, and if they are, then they're stupid basically, because yeah, I mean, like there's this site here, there's 3 cranes opposite. If they started working, obviously it doesn't look good for us that we're not working, but it's across the board. The whole UK, well, pretty much the south of the UK is getting these really strong winds at the moment. So I've got my locker. I put my hard hat and my jacket in a locker. We actually pay a £10 deposit for that, for the locker. Yeah, even on building sites there's upcharges for stuff, but we get that back if we leave anyway. So I've got to walk around this corner, get on a tube, well not a tube, a train, and yeah, I'll get you some footage on the way. Let's see what we can find on a windy day. Right, so you can sort of see the cranes there behind me. The lighting's not great there, so there you go, you can see them now. Cranes are there. Literally just walked down that road there to Kew Bridge station. The train, yeah, I don't really know where it goes in that direction, but yeah, Waterloo apparently, back this way. So I'm going down to get my ticket at Kew Bridge station. Yeah, probably just have to get one of the machines. I might actually get a coffee from this coffee shop just before I go in as well. It's really nice to do flavoured coffees here. So yeah, nice little adventure. That's what I like to do, even if I'm working in somewhere else. If I'm winded off, I'll just jump in the car and have a drive around, see what's in the area. but I won't be long. I'll probably just go to Waterloo, probably have a walk up to where the London Eye is, and then get back on the train back to here, walk back to the car, and then go to Heathrow. But yeah, I've got to go and get a coffee first. Right, so I've got my coffee. It's really nice in it. There's like a little lounge bar there with small signs and things like that. Yeah, I do coffees, smoothies, paninis and sandwiches. And I've got to try and get out of this door with a coffee in my hand. There you go. I haven't tried it yet. Oh, there's a train now, so yeah, I'll have to get the train from the other side. Ticket machine down there. There isn't one on this side. Oh yeah, there is. It's down there. I should know things like this. Yeah, Weybridge that train's going to. I'm pretty sure that the other line goes towards Waterloo. If not, then I'm stuck, aren't I? Oh, it does. There you go. And I can see my crane from here as well. Yeah, nice coffee. Right, I'll see you on the train.
Ladies and gents, next stop on this service will be Clapham Junction. Clapham Junction is our next stop, thank you.
Yeah, I think I'll get off at Vauxhall, to be honest, because I think the UK's tallest crane is in Vauxhall at the moment. But yeah, I've just gone past Wandsworth. There was a job just on the other side of the river there that I worked on when I started with my company 10 years ago this year. And it's amazing to see all these incredible buildings going up. Just gone past that site, you saw the image. There was about 7 or 8 cranes on that one. I don't know whose cranes they were, but they were blue anyway. Probably looked like London Tower cranes or something like that. But yeah, you can see the tall crane at Vauxhall. It's absolutely massive. It's like on top of a building. So we'll go and have a look at that. If I got off at Waterloo, there's not really anything around there to show you. But I might still go there anyway. But yeah, I've just had a phone call off the missus. She had to take the dog to the vets for a checkup, and then she said, I'd rather you be out than be at home. And a lot of you are probably messaging going, well, I'd rather go home if I had the chance, but I like to do stuff like this. I'm a geek. I like going and look at the trains and the cranes and the cranes, trains and planes. That's what I should have called the channel. But yeah, we're at Clapham Junction now. So like I said, I'll probably get off at Vauxhall, have a walk around Vauxhall, and then maybe get back on the train, go to Waterloo, have a walk around Waterloo, and then get back on the train and go home, and then end the video. But yeah, really good journey so far. It's a really nice, smooth train. Yeah, lovely.
next station is Vauxhall. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Oh my god, it's windy here. Yeah, I've just got off at Vauxhall station just there behind me. Walked through the Vauxhall bus station just there. Look at these buildings here. Oh my god, these are some of the biggest buildings in London around here, Vauxhall. You've got this tall one here behind me, that one there. A few years ago, well, I'll say a few years ago, probably about 10 years ago now, it was a foggy day, really bad foggy day, and the crane that was building it, the helicopter took off and actually flew into the crane. Yeah, it was quite a serious incident, was that. And it was just before the driver actually got up there. It was very early morning. There's a helipad somewhere on the river side somewhere here. The River Thames just goes through there, but my god, look at it around here though. It's like I'm in Dubai or somewhere. Well, not with this wind anyway. Oh my god. There's a nice little area around here that they've done with a path. There's a concrete firm in here doing all the concreting, and there's like all this stuff to read on these boards here about what's going on. You've got the Hyatt, it's Thames City, Vauxhall Square. I don't even know where that is because it's two buildings together. So I don't think they've even done that one. The Hyatt, which must be this one here. Oh my god, and the crane is on the top. Well, it's not actually, it's on the side of the building. I thought it was on the top. But this will be it probably. I won't bother going into Waterloo, because I want to try and keep these videos nice and sweet, and short, and very, you know, very informative. Well, look at these concepts over here. Wow, look at this, what it's got to look like. Yeah, it's basically got to be like a mini Manhattan. So the really tall building that's behind me is this one here, I'm guessing. I'll try and work it out where I am. So you've got the building there with the bridge thing across it. I can't even see that on this plan here, unless it's behind. Oh yeah, the round building here is over there with the trees on the top of it. So yeah, you've got all this here being built here. I think one of these here, because there's three buildings, one of them's already up, so it's one of those. So yeah, you've got all this going in this space here. Yeah, so the tall one here must be that one. Wow, awesome. Now I've got to walk around this corner here, see if I can see the side of the crane, and then I might wrap it up. Like I say, I want to get back on the train back to where I got on and off, because my car's round there. I'll probably go and go to Heathrow or something for the rest of the afternoon. I could go to the Steam Museum and film an entire vlog there for my other channel, Coaster Crazy. If you haven't checked it out already, go and check it out. But I might save that for another time, really. Oh, look at it around here though, it's amazing. Some of these, the noise from the wind as well. It's howling, absolutely howling. I can see the crane behind me, well not behind me, it's to me right now. I'll pan round in a second. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so this crane is what you call tied in. So it's tied in 3 different sections. I don't even know if I'm pointing to the right things, but they're on the side. So it's actually bolted to the building itself. I don't know the height of that, but it's really, really tall. Really tall, well over 100 meters, easy. Yeah, it's probably I think it's currently the tallest crane in the UK at the minute. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it is, because the other 2 high cranes were in the city centre of London, and they've taken them down now. But yeah, amazing. Right, there you go. What I do when I'm winded off at work. Windy day, strong winds. I don't know what the title of the video's got to be called. But that's about it really. I can't really show you much else unless I actually go further down there, there's a good group of cranes there. Just down there. Battersea Power Station's over there as well. But yeah, I love it around here. I'm so into construction and buildings like that. It's just mad. I'd love to go to New York. I really would. That's a highlight for me, really, going to New York. But yeah, if you are new to this channel, my other channel, Coast to Crazy, that I've been running for 7 years now, I travel around the world going to all types of theme parks, fun fairs and attractions. I've been to Dubai twice as well. Got plenty of footage in Dubai of the tall buildings and stuff there. Awesome, I love it. Although saying that, I'll probably get comments like, what's the tallest crane I've been on? And it was 94 metres freestanding in Manchester, probably 14 or 15 years ago now. That was the highest I've been on, but to do something like these up that high, not a chance. No way. I wouldn't be able to climb up that tower anyway. It's just too tall for me. And yeah, I do wear glasses. I can see really well, even at height as well. But yeah, I just don't think I could stomach anything that high. I mean, the movement alone would be incredible. Although it's tied into the building, it would be pretty. You know, it's safe and all that. But yeah, I think I've got to finish the vlog here, to be honest. So I'm getting back on the train now, so you won't see much other than the same footage I've already filmed. I'm not going to go into the city centre because I just don't really want to go around filming cranes that are sat doing nothing really. But yeah, the scope for the channel is every so often I'll pick a subject. I would really like to get other drivers' pictures and things like that on the channel, and just basically build the channel up as it is, because they actually do a massive crane expo in Germany called Burma. I'd love to go and do a video for that, so if I get more popular and a bigger channel, I could possibly go there through work. Work could probably pay me to go and go to Burma. If you're watching, that'd be amazing, that'd be great, I'd love that. But yeah, if you haven't already, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe by hitting the notification bell as well for next time I upload another video. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Very windy, strong day here in London, and what I do when I get winded off, yeah, most people would just go home. Not me. I like to have a wander around. I like to explore, and I like to come and see what's going on in the world. So yeah, basically that's it. Yeah, don't forget to do what I just said before, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.